There are 16 steps from my front door to the bottom of the stoop. It's important that I touch each step with the equal amount of pressure for an equal amount of time. If I linger too long on one step, I have to go back to the top and start over. If I feel that one foot lands heavier than the other, I have to go back to the top and start over. Once I'm on the street, I wear headphones that play a curated playlist of classical orchestrations that are timed to end at a specific series of stoplight. If the songs end too early, I go back to the appropriate light and begin the song again. If the song finished too late, the same. When I arrive at the office, I push the up button on the elevator 3 times and count to 13. If the elevator arrives after I reach 13, I wait for the doors to close and try again. This can be one of the longer moments of my day, but it's important to get it right. Once the doors open before I count to 13, I enter and ride to the office. After saying hello to 6 out of my 17 coworkers, I sit at my desk and begin the day's work. If someone says hello to me after I have finished my hellos, I say nothing. When work is done, I remove my shoes, remove my socks, I wiggle my toes, and repeat loudly, making sure that at least one of my coworkers can hear. Johnny not a bad boy. Johnny not a bad boy. No one has said anything to me about it yet. I'm not sure what I'll say when they do. I put my socks and shoes back on and continue my routines until I get home. When I open the door, I say in a loud and clear voice, "Home, home, home. If you're anywhere else, you're somewhere else. But I am home, home, home. There's no place like it. I love you, Mommy." I take off my shoes and socks and begin my daily chores. I begin by entering the closet and removing the mop and bucket. The bucket has been filled before I leave, ensuring that no time is wasted when I come home. After a thorough mop of the hardwood floors, I remove the rest of my clothes and begin to scrub the kitchen. In nothing but yellow dish gloves and my nakedness, I immaculately clean every surface and corner, ensuring that once throughout the hour or so of cleaning, I stop and stare at the clock. After exactly 60 seconds has passed, I sing the second verse of Amazing Grace. If I don't finish the second verse within the next 60 seconds, I start again, and then I make myself some dinner. On the first Tuesday of every month, I make 26 cups of white rice. I keep them neatly stacked in the refrigerator. I take out a container of cold rice and shovel it into my mouth with my thumb, index finger, and middle finger. If either of my 2 fingers touch the rice, I must take out a new container and start again. At 7 o'clock exactly, I take out the jar of pig's blood from the second shelf of the refrigerator and proceed to paint her symbols on my body. She prefers there to be 26 in total. 26 perfect circles with what looks like a trident crossed through. I use the bathroom mirror to make sure my back is covered. That is where she looks first. When I'm satisfied with the effort, I turn on the stove, remove my dish gloves, and hold my left hand over the flames for 11 seconds. Just enough, she has told me. It hurts, but I am aware that if I fail to follow my rules, she will hurt me even more. A little bit of fire, as she puts it. I look at my hand, and if content with the results, I return to the refrigerator and remove the liver that I retrieved earlier in the week. I then walk toward the basement door. I can feel her as I approach. As the door opens, the floor begins to gently shake, and the lights begin to flutter. This is as it should be, she has told me. I descended the stairs, naked, eyes closed, covered in her symbols, holding the fresh liver in front of me. I know she smells the liver when the shaking stops and the lights stop flickering. There is a brief moment of calm as we both breathe. Johnny not a bad boy. Johnny not a bad boy, I say toward her. This is what she requires, and I aim to please her. My eyes remain closed. Johnny a good boy, she says to me. Her voice is soft and docile, and I am immediately aroused. This is as she demands. The liver is ripped from my hand, and I hear the sounds of her devouring it. She is large, at least 7 feet tall, but her presence and her light take up most of the basement, and it is hard for me to get close to her. Fresh, she whispers. The liver is from a homeless man that lived under the overpass. It's becoming harder and harder to find fresh organs as time goes on. I love Mommy, I say to her. Open your eyes, she says. And then I get to see her, and she is more beautiful and more grotesque than I ever remember. Her hair is both long and shiny and burnt down to her skull. Her lips are red and full, but also removed and bleeding. Her body could be plastered on a magazine, yet she is sloth-like and blistered. I fall to my knees and bathe in her glory. From the first moment we were brought together till now, each moment is a blessing. The symbols on my skin begin to burn, and soon I am howling, writhing on the floor. From the first moment we were brought together, each moment is a curse. I'm aware of the peril, yet I want nothing more in this world than to give her what she wants. And this is what she wants. This. We consecrate the ritual, and I am left in agonizing bliss. I can smell the liver on her breath. I can also smell the burning of my own flesh. The light begins to overwhelm me, and I pass out on the floor. This is as she demands. In the morning, I wake up and take an ice-cold shower, removing the pig's blood from my body. I get dressed and exit the front door at 7:17 in the morning. There are 16 steps from my front door to the bottom of the stoop. It's important that I touch each step with an equal amount of pressure and for an equal amount of time. If I linger too long... This has been Ritual, written by Kherbt. If you enjoyed this story, please check out more of her work at the link below. If you would like me to narrate one of your stories, please contact me on Reddit or go to my subreddit, rRemyReads, in the link below. Please remember to like and subscribe, because it really does mean a lot to me. Please join me next week for another terrifying tale. Until then, have a horrifying week.